Good morning, everybody. It's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. I'm clearing space. I've done some prayer and meditation. Got me a fresh piping hot cup of coffee. Might be nice if I ran a brush through my hair for you, right? Not happening. I have a doctor appointment today and I'm already a little behind. So I wanted to get this video up for you. I've got a lot of oracle cards today. I had some real dreams and downloads in the middle of the night. That's why I'm late getting the video up, because I didn't get much sleep. I'm hoping I can remember it all when I get back from my doctor appointment, because I thought I might come on here and do a channeled message for you, because I definitely got some downloads and some information in my dream state, and then also through prayer and meditation. So I will come back on at some point today and we will talk a little. Okay, so look forward to that. And I drew a lot of oracles because I felt like today was a day that we needed a little extra messages from spirit, right? Okay, so today is for October the 3rd, which is Thursday. We're going to, excuse me, I don't have any shows coming up, nothing really to tell you about other than my dreams last night were really, really profound. So yes, I'm going to get them in order, maybe write them down, and come back and talk with you later. Okay, so this is today's daily love vibe. I've already got the spread dealt, and we're going to get right into your reading. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. We do this every day, and it's not always for the same group of people. So if yesterday was a fabulous day, pardon me, and today ends up being an it might be a different group of people that I'm reading for. So take what resonates with you. Never give your power away to a reader. Always bounce it off your own inner knowing. And if it doesn't feel right, then it's not for you. Okay? And that's part of the download I had last night. We're going to talk about this whole timeline tarot reading too. It was really profound, so I hope I can articulate it in such a manner. Okay, so let's get down to your reading, and don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to check out how you can get your own private personal reading down below. Thanks. All right. I need to get a drink of this coffee to clear my throat. All right, so bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. Let me put this up just a little bit more. Okay, the Hierophant for me is as above, so below. Excuse me. He can also be, I don't know why, but for me, it's a marriage and a divorce card, depending on how it shows up in the reading. It is being clarified by the Four of Cups. This is always divine. When I get this card, it's like spirit showing up in your life. It can be through your pastor, through a reader. It can be through a spiritual counselor, life coach counselor. Sometimes it's prophetic dreams. The Hierophant for me is like the medium, right? He's the channel from the divine to the earthly realm below. He's like the go-between, the gatekeeper. That's what I want to say. He's like a gatekeeper. There are Hierophants that show up in your life embodied in a human form. Like I said, as a pastor, as a spiritual leader, or somebody you really trust that is spiritual. Somebody you trust to bring you messages or clarity, right, about what is the highest and best thing to do spiritually. But it's clarified by the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups in this deck is all about boredom, disconnect, and boredom. I feel like this is somebody who is, when I see this young man turning away from, he was standing at the window looking out over his kingdom, right? And there's a castle in the background. I feel like there's somebody in that castle that he misses dearly. And here he is living in his castle, and he's not content. He's not happy. He's daydreaming about bigger things, right? So this kind of feels like a spiritual calling. Like this young man knows that there's something more waiting for him out there in the world. That's the Hierophant. It's like he knows it's meant for him. But I don't see him taking any action. It's like he would rather be sad and live in his luxurious castle than pack him a bag and head on a horse out to that castle where something better lives, where something more exciting, where the love of his life perhaps lives. It's pretty deep for this early in the morning, but I'm telling you, I had some deep dreams. Well, looky here. Oh, man. How profound is that? We've got the Seven of Pentacles clarified by none other than the Seven of Pentacles. Patience and planning. So this kind of changes the energy a little bit, doesn't it? Especially when it's such a strong energy of having investment. This is the Seven of Pentacles for me speaks of somebody from your past or a situation that you've been in for a while. Doesn't have to be a person from your past, but it's a situation that's been hanging around, growing, maturing. And there's been a lot of investment in this because you have to prepare the soil, plant the seeds, nurture them, water them, fertilize them. So this young man that's bored, discontent and bored, he knows that there's something higher waiting for him. And he knows that he's invested. It matters. Investment for me means it matters. It's something that you took energy from your life, from your existence to bring into existence. It's creation, right? When you plant a garden, you're creating a harvest, something that you can use, food to nourish you. Pentacles could be finances that are going to take care of you. So for some of you, if you're waiting on a significant other and they're not showing up, part of the reason could be because it's Seven of Pentacles twice. They're waiting on money. Perhaps there's some kind of a return that they're going to get through an inheritance or end of the year bonus or the sale of property. For some of you, this person might be selling his castle, trying to get financially sound before coming forward. For others of you, he's bored waiting for divine timing, right? I know that feeling, and I'm sure if you're single and you've been trying to get a certain someone to notice you or to come towards you, you understand the whole idea of divine timing and how hot that hot seat can get when you're in it, right? So let's see what else we've got on the table for today. Oh, I like this. Manifestation. I forgot to put my phone on silent. This is the Magician, guys. He makes magic happen. He has all the tools he needs. Lately, I've been hearing some readers kind of spin the Magician in And it was in the upright. Now I can see the Magician in the reverse being manipulative. But I've been watching a few readers that have been depicting this Magician as a bad, manipulative, user type personality in the upright. For me as a reader, I just want to clarify, the Magician is a magical, spiritual person that has learned an awful lot. They've learned how to wield their tools. They know how to use, and yes, manipulate's a word you can use. They've learned how to manipulate all of the elements. They know they're balanced in their emotions. They're balanced in their money. They know how to think and speak clearly, and they know how to put passion behind a project to get it done. So I don't find that in a dark way. I think that's magical. When we can reach into our magic bag and pull out our resources and make something happen, it obviously is magic, right? So how could that be bad? Now, if you're dabbling into dark magic and doing spell work and binding spells and love spells and stuff like that, that's going to buy you karma, just so you know. Because I know that there are people out there that don't understand that. They think, oh, I'm in love, so I want to bind this person to me. And I want them to profess their undying love for me. Well, maybe that person isn't meant for you. Maybe there's a reason why that person's not coming towards you. So when you start doing spell work that manipulates people, that's a bad magician, okay? You've got your light and you've got your dark. But in the upright, I see a person that's bored with their life, not feeling happy, wanting something bigger and better, might even feel like a bird stuck in a gilded cage, right? Because when money's involved, people tend to not want to give up their money. Even though money is a currency, it's an energy, and you can produce more money by being the magician anytime you need it. If you know the alchemy of I'm sorry, I'm getting a message. Just give me a second. All right, what I'm hearing is that we have had some really huge portals open up during these planetary alignments. Spirit's showing me like the galaxy lining up in certain ways. And it's for us. I'm hearing it's for you. You are now, the veil is thinning. You are now more capable than ever to co-create with the divine your highest and best life. So there's no shame in using the law of attraction to get your heart's desire, but to remember that you cannot force your will on another person. Okay, I don't know where that came from, but I needed to tell somebody out there is desperate. I feel like one of you is desperate and you're wanting to go to somebody that will cast a love spell or some kind of dark magic to make this happen. Okay, don't do that. Trust me, that will do nothing but earn you bad karma, and it will come back to bite you in the ass. All right, but that's not what I'm seeing in this reading. That's just a warning for somebody I think that's watching. Spirit brought me that. Okay, what I'm seeing here is the law of attraction. I'm seeing somebody who wants something better. They've already invested. They're trying to bring it into fruition by using alchemy and the law of attraction in order to bring it toward them. So if you do that for the highest and best of all, make sure when you're doing your ritual that you specify that you are that you only want what you're trying to manifest if it is for the highest and best of all. If you do that and it manifests, then you know it was for you. Okay. Oh, look, I was just talking about divine timing. And this card, okay, so maybe Spirit doesn't want me to wait to talk about my download because this is the card that was in my dream. Okay, let's see if I can articulate this. I was shown in a dream last night this very card. See how this person has been on the wrong trajectory. They've been on this big oval going around and around and around. Spirit showed me this situation as reincarnation. Okay, we are a soul, a spirit having a human experience, and we come down to the earth plane. And when we do so, we know that we're going to lose our memory. Part of the ascension is finding your way back to unconditional love where you came from in an embodiment. Okay, it's very difficult to do, and not a lot of people succeed at it. They're called ascended masters. Okay, once you succeed. But the way this was shown to me is that as time is circular, however you say it, it's cycles, secular, right? It goes round and around and around. And we're multidimensional. So not only does it go around in circles, but it's stacked. And as you raise your vibration, as you level up spiritually, as your soul expands and grows and goes toward unconditional love, you raise your frequency, and you'll be from this density to this density to this density to this density, right? So this card, and whoever did the artwork for this, really, I think, had it going on. I think they understood this concept. So this is the Two of Wands. The card itself is the Two of Wands. But what the artist is trying to show you is that the Two of Wands stems from the Ace of Wands, right? The Ace of Wands is the beginning. It's the inspired action. It's the movement. But this seed has been planted when the way it was shown to me in my dream, please don't think I'm crazy, but the way it was shown to me in my dream is when we're in heaven or in the 5th dimension or 9th dimension or 12th dimension, wherever it is our soul comes from, when we're back with source, when we're back with the divine, in unconditional love where we came from, we sign contracts, and it's a seed. So when we are in physical form, our contract is waiting for us in divine timing. But there's so many hurdles and so many timelines that we have to traverse, and expansion, in order to get to the real deal, the real contract, the real soul's journey. So this guy's out here, and he's been reincarnating over and over again, right? So the way Spirit showed it to me is, especially for soulmates, true divine masculine, divine feminine soulmate unions and twin flames, okay? Everybody, but specific for your soul contract, okay? Because karmic relationships are healing tools and growth tools. It's the fertilizer. Your karmic relationships, the ones that are tough, the ones that teach you the hard lessons of self-worth and love, they're the fertilizer for your soul's plan, your soul's journey, your true calling, your mission work, which has been growing inside this time capsule for however many lifetimes you've been going around in circles, unable to wake up to this calling. So in this deck, this Two of Wands is this person has finally expanded their consciousness and up-leveled, and they are moving on to their true trajectory, moving toward their soul's contract. Now, what Spirit showed me in my dream and really spoke to me, I mean, it was like I could hear the voice in my head saying, do you know how many lifetimes you have reincarnated over and over and over again with your divine soulmate? And do you know how, I mean, it's like you're here, they're here, or, you're here, they're there. It's like they could be, you could be at the store and they could be in the parking lot and you don't even know it. And spirit's like, do you know how difficult it is for you guys to become a vibrational match to where that bump in, that meeting, that occurrence happens? It's like going to play the lottery, and the odds are 50 billion to 1. So spirit wants us all to take a real deep breath. If you have met your twin flame or your divine counterpart, and you know it, because when you meet them, you kind of know it. Not the narcissist, not the one that abuses you or calls you names or treats you poorly. Yes, your soulmate can ghost you. They can be in and out of your life, the runner chaser thing. But that is not abuse. It might be misuse because they haven't gotten to the place of consciousness where they recognize their behaviors, but it's not intentional. It's just they're not mature enough spiritually. They haven't expanded, they haven't grown, so they're still dealing with the karmic fertilizer, right? So spirit showed me, like let's just play for a moment. It's me and my divine masculine, okay? And it's like, I'm here, he's here. And then the next lifetime, I'm here, he's here. And next lifetime, I'm here, he's here. Maybe in one lifetime, we're very close, but we don't jive, right? Or maybe we actually met up, because I've met my divine masculine. I met him years ago. So I guess what spirit was trying to show me is, do you know how special, how hard we have worked here behind the scenes, behind the veil, to try to get you guys to wake up out of the matrix, to recognize each other, to get in each other's energy field, to be on the same timeline, in the same lifetime, to be on the same timeline, to be close in vibration, maybe not a perfect match, but at least close to where you've met up. And now's the time for some of us to really, really, really have faith, to know that if all of the universe has been working behind the scenes to get us on the same trajectory toward what we signed up for, toward what has been growing, what is for us. I know this feeling. I know this feeling of wanting to give up, of wanting to walk away and say, this is too hard. I can't do it anymore. I just can't do it. But look at, his person is right fucking there in that castle. A short drive, or get in your chariot, get on your horse, head over here. But the thing is if you're not a vibrational match, it can seem like many kingdoms are between you and them, right? So the download I got is that we exist in all timelines. And there are timelines where our souls aren't even close to connecting. And those are the timelines that we have to collapse in order to get to the timeline that's going to bring us to this Ace of Wands. So that's the clearing, the purging, the karmic lessons, right? When you're on one of these trajectories and your person is on a whole different trajectory, in a timeline, in a dimension, in another life that's coexisting with this life, those timelines, in order for you to come into union in this timeline, have to be healed, have to be cleared, because you have reincarnated many times together. Some of them almost in successful union, others in a union that because you can be in union. My friend Robin posted below, she's been in union with her DM for a while, but that doesn't mean that they're in a true union, because they're still working on collapsing the other timelines. So you can meet your counterpart in this lifetime. You might have you might marry them, you might live with them, you might date them, whatever, you might work with them. But if you're not a vibrational match, then there's still karmic lessons being taught. And as long as you're still learning karmic lessons, you're not on the trajectory, the timeline that's leading you to this union. So in order to get there, we have to heal all of the family programming, right? Years and years and years of your family bloodline and star family bloodline having karmic lessons that needed to be healed and collapsed. So we're collapsing timelines, and as we collapse these timelines, if you're close to union in this timeline, it's a miracle because time exists on all planes and all dimensions, right? And it's cyclical. You go around and round and round and round and round until you can match up for this very special seed that has been planted long before you came here and incarnated, many, many, many lifetimes ago, possibly. Okay, everybody's situation's different, but Spirit was really trying to show me how miraculous and how against all odds it is for you and your true soulmate to get on the same timeline at the same place, the same time, with the same vibration. And if you're close to that, do you really want to give up now when it's almost time to harvest? When the tree is already sprouted and has very, very grounded, secure roots, is it really time to give up simply because it's not easy? That's what I got in a download last night. So your next card is the Five of Wands. This is sticking up for yourself. This is, look at all the people coming at you. This is people telling you, well, you should do this or you should do that. Or why do you feel that way? That's not right. Why don't you feel like I feel? And this could also be your karmic lessons. These are your timelines. You're like, oh, no. I need to beat this one. I need to beat this one. I need to beat this one. I need to get all those timelines and all that programming that has been hammering at me collapsed and in balance, justice. Because the time is now. I've been channeling that line since back in December. The time is now, the time is now, the time is now. By the way, this reading isn't for everybody, just so you know. It feels very specific. I feel like this is a very specific reading. So if it doesn't resonate with you, come back tomorrow. Tomorrow's probably will. Because everybody gets what they can get from a reading, and what they can't, you're not supposed to take. You're supposed to leave it behind. Okay, but if you're not a twin flame or a divine counterpart, then this, can play out many ways. This could be in your job. It's like you have a soul contract to be doing mission work of some sort, and you're bored where you're at on purpose because you need to be focusing on something that you've already invested in that you might have gotten bored and put aside, right? So now you're in the waiting game and you're trying to manifest a door, an opportunity, and a way in, right? And you're going to have to fight for it. You're going to have to do the work. There's going to have to be you standing in your power with this Five of Wands. You need to stand in your power and know what you want. You cannot manifest from confusion. You can't do it. You've got to be very, very, very clear for yourself and for the collective. I'm sorry, I see a kitty out my window and it took my mind off it. You got to be very clear about your manifestation, what it is you want, why you want it, why it's good for you. And then you've got to use the tools that God gave you to manifest it. And this is a beautiful card. It's stepping off of that oval, that repeat pattern, right? That we just do. We just keep making the same mistakes, the same patterns over and over and over again. And Spirit is saying, get on the right path by being very clear in your manifestation on what you want. You want to spend time every day feeling as if you already have it. Spend 10 minutes meditating on What would it feel like to already have what it is I desire? What would it look like? How would I feel? Would I feel giddy? Would I feel scared? Would I feel happy, joy? What would it feel like to actually have what it is you're trying to manifest? And because that's how you manifest, is you dream it, then you feel and act as if, and then you let go of the outcome. Don't try to control it. So this is beautiful energy. Let's see what's happening next. Here it is. This is, well, for me as a reader, it can be a Pisces card if you're dealing with a Pisces, just because of the fish and the water, right? It's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But the fish also for me represents spirit. And it's like you've got this cup of love for something, whether it's a new job, a new car, a new career, a new love, a new person, right? And spirit is communicating with you. Maybe you've been seeing signs and symbols, pictures or license plates or trucks with pictures and words on the side. It's like spirit's talking to you, maybe in your dreams, but you're getting information from spirit. And they're telling you, don't give up. It is time for you to have spiritual strength. Don't give up right before your manifestation appears, because it's right there, growing inside of that hourglass, waiting and maturing, and you're now finally on the right path, is what I'm hearing. And all of these obstacles that are in your way, those are the timelines. Those are the karmic lessons. No matter how they show up in your life, it could be family telling you what to do. It could be your coworkers telling you you're stupid if you leave your job for another one. It could be inner conflict, your thoughts. Usually that would be the 5 of Swords for me, or the 7 of Swords. But it's inner conflict. It's fighting for what you want. It's fighting, standing your ground, fighting for what you want, because it's not time to give up. This is the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands in most decks is the wounded warrior that's still guarding the gate. It's still there after all these years, or after all this time, still there. And Spirit's saying, don't give up. Gain your spiritual strength, your resolve, know your worth, right? Don't give up right before the miracle happens, is what I'm hearing. So your Moonology cards, yeah, believe in the impossible. Blue moon. The energy is gaining momentum. Look at this. You're almost there. The energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon, and then nothing is yet set in stone. See, some of us are ready to give up, and I know that feeling. You're ready to just throw in the towel and say, I'm bored with this. But Spirit's telling you, don't give up right before you get to the finish line. It's like the mother giving birth, and she's tired. She's been in labor, and she's been pushing, and she's been in this 5 of Wands. And she's like, I can't do it anymore, Doc. I just take it cesarean. I just can't do it anymore. And Spirit's saying, no, you got to give it one more push. You just got to stick in there and give it one last push. Because giving birth is painful. It's not easy. But nothing, just think, we wouldn't exist. There would be nothing if we weren't, if women and men, because they do their part. It's a little easier than the woman's, but not always, because they're the caregiver, right? They're the one that's got to bring home the bacon and make sure there's a roof over their head. It's equal. It's equal. The pain of giving birth for a woman, though, isn't quite as equal. But Spirit's saying, give it one last try, one last push, right? Don't give up now. You're almost there. So all these oracles, I just felt like giving you guys some really, really good advice from Spirit today. So we have magical map shifter. I hope I'm not going over time here. Oh, we got to hurry up because it will quit. Magical map shifter. That is the magician. And then we have blessed. Yeah, this is a blessing. You've got to keep on going. Man holding heart. You know who that is, right? That's your person, or that's you having feelings for your person. We have success. Success. I'm trying to do this quickly. Look carefully and you'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. Welcome the light with open arms. You will meet up with great success. That's beautiful. We have give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with one another. Trust the divine plan. And perfect timing. Oh, God, you can't beat that with a stick. I love you guys. I hope this resonated. Please hit the thumbs up, and I hope it comes up. If it don't, I'm doing this reading over again because it's epiphanic. Okay, love you. Bye.